This is a question from the AMC 10 test, and what's happened here? I've somehow, let's see, I lost the question for a second, now I've got it back. So here's the question, and before I get to the question, remember, Frank Tutor at Outlook.com. If you need SAT, ACT, AMC 8, 10, 12, you need to prepare for those tests, TSIA 2, or just a regular math class. If you need tutoring, send an email, franktutor at Outlook.com, and we can arrange to meet. And I'll let you know what the fee is for tutoring. Or if you just have questions about math, maybe you have a worksheet and you don't know how to do one of the questions on it, problems on it, and you're getting ready for a test, and you say, I need to know how to do this. Send me an email, franktutor at Outlook.com, and I will send an explanation, maybe a video, usually by the next morning, and that doesn't cost anything. But anyway, this is an AMC 10 question from 2024. A model used to estimate the time it will take to hike to the top of a mountain on a trail is of the form T equals AL plus BG, where A and B are constants. T is the time in minutes, L is the length in miles, and G is the altitude in feet that's gained. The model estimates it will take 69 minutes, so T is 69. I'm just writing this equation. If the trail is 1.5 miles long, well, L is the length, so it's 1.5A. Remember, it's A times L. And 800 feet, so that's going to be plus 800B. And then it says, as well as, it's 69 feet, as well as if a trail. So this one's also 69, or 69, what is it, minutes? Minutes, yes. If it's 1.2 miles long, so that's 1.2A, plus 1,100 feet of altitude ascent. And then it wants to find, it says, okay, if those two are true, then how many minutes does it take if it would be 4.2 miles long? So 4.2A plus 4,000 feet of ascent. What would that equal? Well, look how far apart these numbers are. 1.5 and 800, 1.2 and 1,100. Since A and B are constants, I can kind of reset those numbers to make the numbers easier to work with. And let's see, I'd like to multiply this by 10, so I'm going to say A equals 10x. And I'd like to divide these by 100, so that will turn that to 8 and 11. So B equals Y divided by 100. And so 1.5 times 10 is 15x. And I'm going to set these two equal to each other. 1.2 times 10x, 1.2 times 10 is 12x. And then 800 times y divided by 100 is 8, so plus 8y. And this is 1100 times y over 100. 1100 over 100 is 11. Excuse me, and those two things are equal to each other. So I will now subtract 12x, oh, that's 11y, and 11y from both sides. And 15 minus 12 is 3x. 8 minus 11 is minus 3y equals, and this is 12x minus 12x is 0. 11y minus 11y is 0, so equals 0. That means 3x equals 3y. And that means x equal y. So I can take either one of these equations. Like I'm going to take this one, and I'll put x in for y. So this is 15x, since x equals y, y equals x, plus 8x. Remember, originally it said it was equal to 69. 15 plus 8, 23x equals 69. I will divide both sides by 23. X equals 69 divided by 23. 3 times 3 is 3. And that also equals y. Well, now I've got it. I can take this equation and substitute my x and y. 10x equals a. 10 times 4.2 is 42x plus 4,000 divided by 100 is 40. Y equals what? Well, if x and y are both equal to 3, 42 times 3 and 40 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. 126 plus 3 times 4 is 12. 120 equals 246. Answer B. So how do you know to make those changes in the, make A equals 10x, B equals y over 100? You have to work a lot of AMC 10 problems to know right away what to do, because you get 3 minutes per question, per problem. And if you're sitting there trying to figure it out. I think I'm going to call these questions rather than problems because there's multiple choices and there's more than one way to get the answer. But if you're sitting there trying to figure out what you have to do and you're not used to this test, you're going to run out of time. There's 25 questions in 75 minutes. You have 3 minutes per question. And so you've got to already kind of know what to do. That means working a lot of past tests, and they make them available for years. All the 2024 tests are available. All the 2025 3 questions are available. The 2025 questions are not available as of the making of this video because those are going to be next year. They don't make them available in advance. But anyway, franktutor@outlook.com if you'd like to do tutoring or prepare for this AMC 10 test or the 8 or the 12 or SAT, ACT, whatever, or just help with your math. Send me an email. But that's it for this question.